Hello dear students, let us take up a problem on the law of conservation of momentum, linear momentum. Okay, yeah. Let us read the problem given here. So it says that the stress components in equilibrium, see each word is very important here. Stress components are given, that in what? In equilibrium they have been given, right? Okay, what do you mean by the equilibrium? Equilibrium means dvi by dt equal to 0, constant velocity. Okay, yes. Now, what they have given? Tau 11 is x1 square, tau 22 is x2 square, tau 33 is x1 square plus x2 square, tau 12 equal to tau 21, that is equal to 2x1 x2, and tau 23, tau 32, tau 31, tau 13, all of them are zeros. Find what? The body force acting on the continuum. Okay. Now, let us read the theorem, read the problem again. It says that the stress components are in equilibrium. So, since the motion is in equilibrium, what is equal to 0? dv by dt equal to 0. Okay. So, Cauchy's equation of motion reduces to what? So, what is Cauchy's equation of motion? We have dv by dt on the LHS equal to the total forces rho b plus divergence of T transpose, right? Okay. So, we have dv by dt equal to 0, no? So, what is happening to Cauchy's equation of motion now? It reduces to rho b plus divergence of T transpose equal to 0. Now, this in the components form. So, it is rho bi, so no arrow here because it's a components form, plus tau ji comma j, right, equal to 0. Comma is denoting the differentiation, right? Divergence, no? So we have differentiation there, equal to 0. Let us call that as equation 1, where I equal to 1, 2, 3 and j equal to 1, 2, 3, right? Now, when I equal to 1, the equation 1, put I equal to 1. So what is happening to the equation now? So we have rho. So in the place of I am putting 1 there. So rho b1, we have, just look at this equation. So rho b1 plus tau. In the place of I, we have to put 1. So j1 comma j, j1 comma j equal to 0. Put I equal to 2 now. So the rho b2 plus tau j2 comma j equal to 0, right? I equal to 3, rho b3 plus tau j3 comma j equal to 0. So we have put I equal to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3 because I is the free index over there. Now j also varies from 1 to 3, right? J we have in the same term, j is coming in the suffix twice. So that is denoting the summation, right? Now I'm taking j equal to 1, 2, 3. So what should I do now? So the first equation, I equal to 1. Look at I equal to 1. So we have rho b1 plus, now in the place of j, I'm taking the summation now because j is dummy suffix there. So tau, the place of j, 1, 1, right? Plus, in the place of j, 2, 2, plus, and then we have in the place of j, 3, 3. Because j is a dummy suffix over there. So it comes, it varies 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So we have tau 1, 1, comma 1, plus tau 2, 1, comma 2, plus 3, 1, tau 3, 1, comma 3 equal to 0. Let's call that as equation 2. Now for I equal to 2, again j varies from 1, 2, 3. J is dummy suffix again. So I have to take the summation here. So j equal to 1. So 1, 1. J equal to 2, 2. J equal to 3, 3. This is when I equal to 2. Let us call it as equation 3. Similarly, j equal to 1, 2, 3. I equal to 3 I'm writing. So this is rho b3 for I equal to 3. So j is 1 plus j is 2. Okay, plus j is 3. Right, let us call that as equation 4. So they have given what? They have given us tau 11, the components have been given to us, right? So what is tau 11? Let us look at the problem again. So tau 11 is nothing but here we have x1 square. Tau 11 is x1 square. Okay, I have in equation 2 tau 11 comma 1. Comma 1 means what? It is differentiation with respect to x1. Comma 2 means what? It is differentiation with respect to x2. Comma 3 means it is differentiation with respect to the third component x3. Right? So, let us take up the equation 2. So, actually the problem is what? We have to find the body force, right? The question is what? Question is to find the body force acting on such a continuum, right? Okay. So, tau 11 is what? Tau 11 is nothing but x1 square. Okay, yes. So we'll take the first equation, that is equation 2, right? Becomes rho b1 as it is plus tau 11. Tau 11 is what? x1 square. x1 square differentiation with respect to x1. Well, let me write it here. So it is, we have x1 square, right? x1 square, when we differentiate with respect to x1, it is nothing but 2x1. Okay, plus, okay, plus as it is. Now, next in the equation 2, I have this, that is tau 21 comma 2. Now, let me see what is tau 21, what they have given tau 21. Yeah, tau 21 is nothing but this. Tau 21 is nothing but 2x1, x2. Now, 2x1, x2, I want with respect to x2. Let me write that, 2x1, x2. Okay, so we want differentiation with respect to x2. Differentiation with respect to x2. So it is nothing but 2x1. So 2x1. Okay, plus next term we have tau 31 with respect to x3 I have to do. So what is tau 31? Yeah, tau 31 is nothing but 0. Okay, tau 31 is 0. So 0 with respect to integration, I mean differentiation 3, x3 is 0 here. 0 with respect to x3 differentiation is 0 and equal to 0 from equation 2. Okay, that is our equation 2. Similarly, we'll go for equation 3. So we have rho b2. This is rho b2 plus tau 1, 2. Okay, differentiation with respect to x1 is 2x2 and again 2x2 plus 0 equal to 0. Then the last equation, that is equation 4, we get rho b3, right? Tau 13 is 0 and tau 23 is 0. Tau 33 is also 0. So differentiation with respect to x1, x2, x3 are all zeros now. Okay, so we have a system of equations now. Okay, we have to solve for b1, b2, b3. b1, b2, b3. So what is rho b1 now? From equation 2 simplified. You can give further numbers. You can call this as 5. 5. This is equation 6 and this is equation 7. Okay, from equation 7 what are we getting? We are getting rho b3 equal to 0. So b3 is 0. Fine. Now from equation 5, this is by 5. 5, we are getting rho b1 equal to minus 4x1. So what is b1 equal to? So b1 is nothing but minus 4x1 by rho. Now from 6, equation 6 implies rho b2 is equal to 4 minus 4x2. So b2 is minus 4x2 divided by rho. b3 is 0. So therefore, what is b? B is nothing but you write b1 here, b1, 2 and b3. Right. So minus 4 by rho is common. So you can take common and we have the remaining x1 comma x2 comma 0. This is the required body force acting on such a continuum. Okay guys. So this completes the law of conservation of linear momentum, a problem on that. Okay. So let's stop here. Thank you.